Videos like this make me wonder, can bodybuilding kill you? And it's not a secret that many elite bodybuilders died over the last few decades mysteriously. So what is the real reason they die so young? I will use Rich Piana as an example for many elite bodybuilders, and he passed away at the age of 46, but other examples include Dallas McCarver, who died at the age of 26, and Sis, who was also a pro bodybuilder, who died at the age of 22. I will use Rich because he's one of the most famous examples, and he had an absolutely freakish physique. His arms had a circumference of around 60 centimeters. That's more than my head, so his arms were actually bigger than my head. And I want to look at the real reason he died. Here a little disclaimer, I took a look at the real pathological report, and it turns out the cause of his death is undetermined. Nevertheless, I think that the mechanism behind the drugs that he took before he died can give us a really good hint about what might have happened in his body. What did Rich take? Rich used a combination of testosterone, trenbolone, which is also an anabolic steroid. Then he also took human growth hormone and insulin. And there were also speculations about some other drugs, but he never confirmed anything else, so I will just stick to those four main drugs. Here you have to know that drugs are tightly regulated in your body, so too much of an hormone or too less of an hormone will cause damage in your body. Testosterone is a normally occurring hormone in your body, and normally it would help you to build muscle and recover from training faster. But if you have too much of it, you might get more aggressive, you can become bald, and you can also have an increased risk for certain cancers. And here a little fun fact, because if you have too much testosterone, it gets converted also into estrogen into your body. This is the reason why some bodybuilders or some male bodybuilders develop small breasts. And this is also the reason why many testosterone replacement therapies get coupled with estrogen blockers, so that you just have the effect of the testosterone, but it doesn't get converted into estrogen. Then he also used trenbolone, and trenbolone is usually used in veterinary medicine and not in human medicine, but it turns out that it helps to build muscle, and they first found that in cattle, but some bodybuilders had the idea to also take it for bodybuilding, and it really helps building muscle because of its anabolic, and that means building effects. Thirdly, he used human growth hormone, and human growth hormone sounds especially perfect because it helps you to build muscle, and at the same time it decreases the ability to synthesize fat. And this sounds perfect for not just bodybuilders, but I would say everyone. But the catch is that if you have too much, also your other organs will enlarge and not just your muscle. For example, your liver or your heart might also enlarge, which later can lead to organ failure. And also you can develop something called diabetes mellitus. Lastly, he also took insulin, and insulin is also an anabolic hormone, so it helps to build stuff in your body. In this case, it helps you to build muscle and also take up more amino acids, which are the building blocks of muscle, into the muscle, and thereby improving your stamina. And if you have too much insulin, you can also have some side effects. For example, the blood sugar will drop really low, so you get hypoglycemia. And since the brain is almost entirely dependent on your blood sugar level, it will not have enough sugar anymore, and you can experience some fatigue and even coma and death. And this is also interesting because many patients, they try to kill themselves with taking too much insulin. So let's answer the real question, and that's, how did his organs shut down? In order to understand that, we have to first look at what happens normally, and I will show this in this picture. So normally the electrical signal starts traveling down from the top of your heart to the bottom of your heart. And as it travels down, it excites the heart muscle. And when the heart muscle is excited, it starts pushing, it starts contracting, and that propels and pushes the blood out of your heart. And this mechanism repeats itself until we die. If we take a look at the pathology report, we see that his heart was a monster. My heart right now should have round about 300 grams as an adult male, but his heart had a reported weight of 670 grams. That's more than twice what a normal adult should have. This is a side effect of too much human growth hormone. We already talked about this. If you have too much, you can also have that your liver enlarges and that your heart enlarges. And the problem now in his case is that his heart muscle got so big. It got so big that the electrical signal probably couldn't travel down normally anymore. And if it cannot travel down normally anymore, the heart will at some point stop beating. And this is called cardiac arrest. When the heart stops beating, it means that no more blood is being pushed forward into the body. That means no blood comes to the brain anymore, and your brain starts suffering from hypoxia. So it doesn't get any oxygen anymore. At some point, he didn't just feel tired anymore, but he passed out and he got into a coma, and he was into this coma for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks he tragically passed away. We also know that he took a lot of testosterone and trenbolone. And if you take too much testosterone and trenbolone, this leads to hypertension, which means high blood pressure. Also cardiac hypertrophy, so an enlargement of the heart muscle. And also it can lead to acute myocardial infarction and sudden death. And that's exactly what the pathology report also showed to us. He had left and right ventricular enlargement, and also there were found to be mild coronary arteriosclerosis. That means that the arteries that surround the heart and supply the heart muscle, they're so-called coronary arteries, that there was plaque buildup within these arteries. This also makes sense because there are some studies that show that testosterone and also excessive trenbolone might have effects that the lipid metabolism in your body gets disbalanced, and this absolutely makes sense. Then there are also signs of liver failure. We know that part of the liver's business is to keep your blood clean from any toxic substances. One of these toxic substances is called bilirubin, and bilirubin is yellowish in nature. That means if the liver can't get rid of them, they will start backing up into your tissues, for example your skin and your sclera. And that's exactly what we found in Rich Piano, because he had this yellowish discoloration of the sclera and skin, and this makes someone almost look like a Simpson character. In the end, we also found that he had ascites, and ascites means that he had an abnormal buildup of fluid in his abdomen, which probably means that his liver was probably failing because it was too large. Regardless of that, we found that he was free of any type of physical injury, and also that there were no signs of an acute drug overdose, so the probability of him being murdered is extremely low. Although he was one of the biggest and strongest humans on this planet, he would still consider himself small in the mirror. This is a medical condition called bigorexia. Bigorexia means that you constantly think about building muscle. And I think that his bigorexia triggered him to take all those medications and to take all those drugs and all those supplements, which then later caused him to die. Solely bodybuilding on its own is highly unlikely to kill you unless you throw drugs into the mix. So no, bodybuilding cannot kill you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please drop a like and a comment below this video for the algorithm, obviously. In addition to that, I just created a website. It's all linked in the description, so please check it out. And if not, I'll see you in the next video. I appreciate you. Ciao.